Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Rush in. Sponge. No. Slam. Shit. Hey.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Jump. Shift. Hey.
This is Geis. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up.
His first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
You see me?
he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, this is Geis. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Alert. Alert. Check, check, check.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Open man here, Sims complete. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. No. Off. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Check nickel.
Now Haskins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Haskins gets this to Reed, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
On the ground, it's Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
We want it. Come to my world. Watch that. Check.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. I got 29.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, 2 teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fights off the defender. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Geis. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 50. 36, 36. Show up.
3rd down. Here's Geis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
He's not going to get me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Check.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your team.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, he finds Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Check 4, check 4. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 13, check 13.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Check. 49, check 49, check 49. Go. Check, 59, 59. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Geis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down.
Flare. Showing it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check your hot read. Check. Crunch.
Now a run with Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Rush in. Sponge. No. Slam.
Geis. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. Joker. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. To run. Shit.
Now it's Haskins, able to get away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So now Trubisky and the Bears down 21-17, a minute 13 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw.
We know this is not how they practice.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run with Geis. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.